Okay, hello, Mr. C again. On this video, I thought I would illustrate my document camera using my iPhone. I'm using an iPhone. It's nothing high tech. I'm using my iPhone 6 and I've got it set up as a camera and I'm sharing it through Zoom, and you should be able to see anything that I write down through here. Now I've pre-written this assignment, so I'll just walk through this. And then I'll illustrate, give you a quick problem and show how I can use the calculator. I will be doing 99% of the Zoom meetings and lecturing using this camera because it seemed to really help people to see stuff written out in real time. It's pretty much exactly what you would see in a regular classroom if you were watching me work the problem on a bulletin board, on the blackboard. And the fourth digit of the secret code, yeah, and I get these crazy messages that come up. The fourth digit of the secret code is 3. Oops. Fourth digit of the secret code is 3. Remember, if you email me all 4 digits, worth 5 extra credit points on the first test. All right, this first week, January 11th to January 15th, we're going over sections 401 and 42. So that's what we're going to cover this week. There are practice problems out of the book from section 401 on page 372. You can read section 401 to figure out what they're doing. By the way, if you took 1111 college algebra with us, this is exactly, we're repeating chapter 4 from 1111 as the first chapter here in Math 1113. 7 to 19 on, 27 to 39 on, 55 to 59 on. Section 4.2 on page 377. These are word problems. They're a little longer, got a lot of parts. So these are the problems. Okay. They're not directly for a grade. That's the thing about going online. I really have no way to take up your written work like I would in a normal classroom. You'd have to scan it in, email it to me. I would look at it, go, mark it up and everything. And then I would have print it out so I could mark it up. I would have to rescan it in and send it back to you. One person, yeah, probably doable. But I've got 32 people in your class, and I have 3 1401s with 32 people in each one. I've got over 120 people. If I did that for all 120 people, we'd be here for years. There just is no practical way to do that. Online teaching is not really set up for the traditional math, I've discovered. Okay, but I'm going to give out a quiz 1 on Friday. We're going to give out a quiz every week, except the weeks we finish a chapter and give a test that week. And we make it due Sunday, and it will be based on these problems. And we will give out more information. Don't want to overwhelm you right at the beginning exactly how we're going to quiz you on these. We will give you out more information about that at the end of the week. So every week you get practice problems out of the book. You also get a WebAssign assignment. I have pre-screened these problems out of WebAssign because I like some of the stuff they do and I don't like other stuff. I don't want to mess with other stuff they do. So pre-screened problems 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. And by the way, I also have discovered problem 1, like I've said, yeah, do problem 1. Okay, your problem 1 will not be exactly like my problem 1. I've discovered that, but it'll be very similar, like they'll change the numbers. They will be very similar. 4.2, work problem, these problems. If you have any difficulty with them, come to the Zoom meeting or send me an email. Gee, I can't work problem 3 or whatever. You show me what the problem is, I should be able to help you with it. Okay. Now, here's how I'm going to grade the WebAssign. I counted these up and I counted 14 total problems. As you work a problem and submit an answer, you can either work them all and submit at the bottom. The submit is at the bottom of the page. Or you can work them individually, go to the bottom, submitted answer. It'll give you like a green check if it's right, and I guess a red X if it's not. And you can redo them as many times as you want. Get it wrong? Well, gee, what'd I do? And resubmit it until you get it right. So there's 14 total problems. You can rework them as many times as you want until you get the grade you want. All you got to do is email me with the percent of these 14 problems you got correct. If you get all 14 out of 14, tell me you got 100% this week, and I will write that down as your grade. It's worth 20% of your grade. If for some reason, you only get 13 of them right, don't want to mess with the last one, then, tell me you got 13 out of 14, I divide, or you divide it for me, either one, and that's 93%, and I put that down, and et cetera. You get fewer and fewer, of course, the percentage gets lower. So I will record the grade you send me as your web assigned grade for this week. Remember, send all correspondence to this address. Do not send them to D2L email. Thought I would illustrate how exactly I can work problems. Sample problem. For example, this is in Math 1113. I can show you the book. First section is 4.1. By the way, the ebook does not have the chapter numbers. See, I can show you the book underneath. The ebook does not have page numbers or anything, but if you, in the ebook, it'll have homework exercises, say at the end of chapter 4.1, and the exercises here exactly correspond to what's on the ebook. So let's say you wanted the very first homework problem of the class is number 7. F of x is 4 to the x, and they want an f of 1/2. If you could read that, it was a little slow. Get up here a little clearer. 4 to the x and f of 1/2. So all I would do, I usually try to, for anybody watching who doesn't show up live, I try to make sure I carefully document what we worked. Page 372. Problem 7, f of x is 4 to the x, and they want you to find f of 1/2, which means you're going to plug 1/2 in where the x is. In effect, you're going to go 4 raised to 1/2 power. You should be able to work that in your head if you know, remember 1/2 power is just simply a square root, but I can also, we're going to be doing a lot of calculator work, and I can show you the calculator on this video, and I can go 4 raised, and I'll just punch it 1/2, and sure enough, it is 2. So that's the kind of thing I can do online in Zoom meetings. Of course, if you don't want to come to the live Zoom meetings, you're free to watch the videos and look at whatever other problems everybody else asks. Okay, that is basically the first assignment. We're going to be following this same kind of format all the way through the class, and all we'll change these section numbers and problems numbers every week until we march right through collecting grades on you all the way through online until we finish up first week of May with the final exam. I hope this has been as clear as Lake Lanier. And the first digit of the secret code is 5. Thank you very much for watching. I will post links to this to YouTube. Thank you very much.